Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist, and today is July 11th and 2020, and that means it is day 117. And here we are. Wherever you are, please keep safe, healthy, and as happy as you can be, and help everyone around you to be as safe and healthy and happy as they can be. We really are in this together. And in a previous video, I've offered that you check, and I have, and I keep doing it, what that means. Does that mean that we all are taking the same risks? And can that mean that we are all taking care of each other to prevent and protect and preserve, that we are here in this together for as long as possible? We have a choice. It is a decision that we make. I am offering another decision that you make, something to take a little bit of cloud time and check within yourself. And I raise my hand, not perfect, and I do keep doing that. And that is when I think of something that needs to be done, I want to do, someone's asked me to do, and I've said yes. And the little voice said, I'll do it later. Later on. Later when I have more time. Later when I feel better. Later when I have more money. Later when I'm in a better space. How many times a day do you say later or some derivation of that? And what does that mean? Most of all, is later meaning that you put it on your calendar for another specific time? Is later something that you can measure and say, oops, okay, later has come, I'm on it? What does later mean to you? Or is later something that just gets shoved back, or pushed into the future? Later, maybe now, maybe then. How do you work with that later? This is really important because it could be that we are walking around with a bunch of laters on our shoulders. Later this, later that. Maybe we have in the back of our head this list of all the laters. Maybe we have it written down. These are my later things that I will do. And none of it gets done because the moment of absolute later never comes. It doesn't have a measurement. It doesn't really have a clear definition. It isn't really a commitment. So today, after you have taken some cloud time, just to pay attention to how many times you say later, or you automatically push something forward or back or underground or under carpet. How many times does that happen with you? And how big and how stacked is that list? And how much pressure and stress are you carrying? Because your laters almost are bigger and heavier and more than what you're doing right now. Pay attention. and what else I'm going to offer after you've paid attention to that and really been honest with yourself. You don't have to tell me. If you want, you can write it down, comment, and we can all have a conversation. You don't have to. You can keep it private so that only you know how many times you use the word later and act on it, even if you don't say the word later to yourself. The second thing, the next thing after that, the second thing is every time now when you say later to something, I'd like you to take just an eyelash of a second and use your what if tool. All right, I said that I would call this company later. What if I just took a moment now and called them? And then the voices start. Oh my gosh, it'll take longer than you think by the time I have to wait and listen to that music, or they don't answer back, or I lose the call, or whatever. Let's not use our whatever tool. Let's just stick with, all right, let me just call. Let me just text. Let me just make a very simple, clear email. Do it. And then it won't be on your later list. And then another time, do that. So the idea is to very slowly and gradually bring the later into the here and now, get it done, or at least a piece of it done, that you're not shoving the whole later for later. Try it. So remember not to just think about it, not to just write it down, not to just remember it, because our brain is very tricky. It will keep track of all of those things. And then our mind, our conscious part, will kind of play with them. Kind of nudge them here, kind of nudge them there. And if we don't follow through on them, they just become another thing, another source of pressure, another micro stressor, until they become a huge chronic stress. Why take a chance? It's your life, it's your story, it's your legacy. Let's take care of it now, as often as you can. The bonus is, imagine, instead of saying later, you could say, good job, well done, congratulations, and write that in your story. All right, just an offer. Think about it, try it, put it in your toolbox, keep it, because that is one I guarantee you will be helpful. All right, click subscribe, make a comment, let me know how you're doing, and come back tomorrow, because guess what? I will be here, and most of all, I'll be looking for you. You're important. All right, bye for now.